So, James, we fucked up, did we not?
We sure did, Neil.
And what happened?
Sure did.
What happened, James?
Well, here's the thing, audience, loyal listeners. We sort of fucked up the audio in the first portion of this podcast. So know that going into it. We thought we were using our expensive microphones. Turns out we weren't. So we were just talking into nothing.
We were recording on an expensive laptop.
Yeah, that's true. So it's going to sound pretty distant, almost like a speakerphone, right? Is that an accurate statement, guys?
For the first half of this.
The first half?
Yeah.
So, that's the deal. Listen to it if you'd like. It was a good conversation. We talk about the Olympics in Australia when Neil was a kid.
And daddy issues.
And daddy issues. Relationship stuff and other neat things. So, yeah, check it out if you want. Otherwise, skip to the middle of the podcast. We'll take our little break like we always do about an hour into the show. And we'll come back and do current events and some other fun stuff. And that will be properly recorded the way you hear me right now.
Hashtag laugh at life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you live and learn. And that's the whole point of this podcast, is to document our journey. And
sometimes the journey sucks.
Sometimes the journey sucks. So, yeah. Begin the podcast.
Not half as clever as you think.
Is the Viagra kicked in, Neil?
Not quite yet.
Okay. Well, while it's being kicked in, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Stateside Podcast.
What the hell was that? Like a big dog and a deer call.
Today we're coming in hot. We don't have any guests. It is just yours truly, Neil Angle and Andrew Carrion. We're gonna hang tight and hang out with you guys and do a little catching up.
We had a guest, but unfortunately it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So we're going to Andrew Carry On.
We're gonna high five, boom.
Yes. Yes. I think we've all been a little under the weather, it seems like.
Yeah, and it's the weather. It's fucking shitty out here. Foggy, rainy, cold.
My new speakers broke.
Yeah,
Tell me
Neil's
about that.
speakers broke.
Yep.
We'll definitely talk about that. And lessons to be learned with it.
I think so. Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
Well, considering. I'm doing good. Doing well.
A little stressed?
Oh,
A little frustrated?
little might be an understatement, but yeah, I've spent the last week pulling my hair out thinking that I suck at mixing, and then I've been working on 4 different projects, a new El Santa thing, sustainer, and all the mixes are just turning out bad. And I did a bunch of tests last night and the day before with Stefan and sending mixes to Mike and stuff, and yeah, we've determined that my new set of speakers are not working properly. So that is a blessing in disguise, because I don't feel like a piece of shit. But
What kind of speakers are they, so we can throw them under the bus?
no, they're pre-Summits actually, which is not known as a high audio brand right now, but they sound fucking phenomenal.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
they came on recommendation from a few people, and they killed it. When I first got them, I got a band out. I did their first mix in 45 minutes.
You're going over to Steph's after this?
Yeah, I'm gonna go compare some things and listen over there and
Nice.
just kind of confirm that they're fucked up. Part of me is hoping they are. It's not just my ears.
Very cool. Well, let's hope that gets squared away.
So do I.
Yeah, I had a good week. Me and Ashley went to the coast over the weekend. Ashley surprised me at the end of last week. She's like, "Oh, by the way, I rented a condo, an Airbnb. We're going to the coast for the weekend."
Is she gonna tell you she's pregnant?
And then she told me, "I'm pregnant with a dog." Yeah, so that was really fun.
How was that for her?
God, can you imagine?
I mean, there are some weird porn on the internet. There's some weird
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like
I know Andrew watches a lot of it.
he watches a lot of horse porn.
Doing yoga back there.
Andrew's stretching and driving all fucking day right now. He stretched so that he can come get a beer.
Yeah. I was telling you before the podcast, it's hard. It's getting harder and harder for me to get out of bed every morning. getting old.
Yeah, it hurts everywhere. Everything hurts. Wait, does it just get worse?
Yeah, unless you want to fucking start doing something about it, like
Ugh.
stretching and shit.
Ugh.
Yoga. You know, I hear meditation's a thing.
I know. God damn it, you're right, Andrew.
I mean,
Have any
just like a minute helps. Just like a minute.
Yeah.
I've kind of meditated.
Yeah, I did.
Not really, but
I used to do yoga. I highly recommend it.
yeah.
It actually works.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Was it hot yoga?
Sweaty
yoga?
If hot, you mean at Portland Community College with a bunch of 72-year-old women
Oh,
farting in my face. I think I was the only...
that sounds kinky.
Well, I was certainly the only male there, and I was also the only person under 50. So, and imagine that.
I bet you were really disappointed
my-
because you're doing yoga at a community college. You think there'd be some
Dude, I know, man. I was really let down.
Okay.
I know, you always hear stories of, like, hot girls in yoga pants at yoga classes.
Yeah.
That was not my experience.
One of my roommates in North Carolina dated a very attractive young lady who owned a yoga studio. Yeah.
You know, like Pilates.
Oh, I've heard some fucking stories. I won't share them, but I've heard some stories.
But yeah, that is interesting, Andrew. It's like there is something we can do about it. We can
Yeah.
work out.
Just start with like a minute
Yeah.
stretching every morning. That's what I do that like 4 times a week.
Yeah.
I need to do it more, but
Especially as a drummer.
oh god, yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Dude.
I'm having like shoulder problems and shit these days.
Oh yeah.
Just really gotta fucking work it out.
I don't know for sure, but I've heard that alcohol is bad for you.
It is.
Is it?
That's just it.
Okay, well, I trust you.
Do you drink before you play, Andrew?
At shows, I'll have like 2 drinks before I go on,
Yeah.
and then drink the rest on stage. But I try not to actually these days.
Yeah. I did early in the band days, but then it was like either I did or I didn't. I couldn't kind of go in between. I either you're totally fucked up or not drink at all.
Yeah, my kick foot is the first one to, like, when I have a couple drinks, like I can't feel it as good. So I just start getting super sloppy with that kick foot. Just throws everything off.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
No, it's not.
I can't remember the last time I was sober. No, I'm joking.
All day long. What's your drink of choice, Neil? You're a whiskey guy, right?
Oh, I don't know. It's I don't discriminate, I guess you could say.
Oh.
So some
As long as it has alcohol in it?
I like a cheap beer.
Well, what'd you have last week? You had like some conquistador wine or something like that?
Oh no, it's
Oh yeah, the
fucking,
fucking
it's back
7-Eleven
there,
wine.
back there somewhere. I forget
7-Eleven
what it's
discount wine.
Yeah,
How much was it?
it was $1.
Oh my
It
god.
was a fucking bottle.
I
of
just
wine
got
for
nauseous
$1.
thinking of it.
It was okay. It did the job.
I had a hangover just talking about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes I have some certain drinks that I feel sometimes, something called Blaster, which bands that have recorded with me know what that is, and I can share it with everybody if they want. But, sometimes just a neat glass of whiskey sounds nice.
Neat.
Cheap PBR. Some days I feel like a really nice IPA. It all depends.
Mm.
I don't really dislike anything. The only thing I really can't drink is gin.
Yeah, I don't like gin either.
That's a weird one.
It's like a pine tree.
Yep.
I don't like IPA though.
Really?
Yeah, I never have.
I like Ninkasi's IPA. The Total Domination's pretty good, but that's
Yeah.
about it though. The rest tastes like kind of like shampoo.
Yeah, it's like a hippie sock.
I used to hate IPA, and then I started dabbling in brewing my own beer,
Mm.
and I started learning the different styles and what exactly goes into what. And so I've learned to appreciate. But yeah, IPA, I couldn't drink like a 6-pack of IPA. It's
Dude.
definitely like a 1 beer.
Floor.
Yeah, for the
Because it's usually stronger, isn't it?
usually, yeah.
Yeah.
They're most people think they're bitter.
I like smooth alcohol. Like I like Irish beers, Guinness, shit like that. English kind of stuff. Like
Guinness is too
Bonington.
heavy for me.
Mm.
And stout.
See, that's weird because I don't think it's heavy. I feel like
Really?
it's really thin because it's the nitro. It's thick in color and appearance, but it's actually thinner. It actually has less calories than you think too. It's a thinner and it actually has less alcohol too. But yeah, I love Scotch. I like Scotch.
I've never really drank a lot of Scotch actually.
Jameson a lot.
Jameson's good. Maker's Mark, I think, would be my favorite whiskey.
Right.
Either that or Buffalo Trace.
Well, today I was thinking we could ask each other some questions. Let's interview each other.
Andrew, go first.
No, you're in the hot seat.
Mutual masturbation.
Yes.
Yes, masturbation. That should be our first topic.
How often do you masturbate?
Andrew.
Too much, man.
Dude, Josh Northgate has a record.
What? How do you know? One, how do you know this? And two, what does that even
7?
No, I think it was close to like 13 in a day.
Oh, I've done
He
that.
stayed home.
Oh, that
Probably
was
surpassed that.
yeah. That's like an old record. That was like 98 or
that
some
was
shit.
like 90s record. He's probably past it by now.
Well, see, so when
Well,
I
I'm
was
past
younger, in high school and stuff, when I would get sick, one of the rules in the house was I wasn't allowed to play video games or do anything fun because supposedly that was to deter me from faking it, and going to school. Dude, so I had nothing else to do when I was sick at home. Yeah, over and over and over. It was ridiculous.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, it's all I could do. Too lazy to get up. I felt too sick. I couldn't play video games. Smartphones weren't a thing.
Andrew's typing in master B.
I don't know.
Word. Masturbate.
Masturbate side effects? Are there side effects?
Masturbation. He just typed in masturbation.
Good job.
Urban Dictionary. Masturbation.
Do we need to know
I don't know.
the definition of masturbation?
Is masturbation a sin?
Let's go for images.
Oh,
Oh,
porn.
a lot of women.
Yeah.
This is the porn podcast.
Welcome to the stateside porno.
You don't see it. Dude, can you imagine porn in like the 1800s?
Can you
Is
imagine
there a
what porn
thing?
is
Was there a
now?
thing?
Like done in charcoal or something. Like sketched out in charcoal.
Yeah, like people were so understimulated back then. Anything would get you going.
Well, I mean, I find it kind of interesting how in Japan it's still technically illegal.
What is?
Porn. So
Is it really?
they have to blur out all the.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Shit happens.
It probably does. Probably because they can't see your dick.
No.
So they
Well,
gotta get it some other way.
In the Middle East too, like when they see like a leg, they go crazy.
Yeah, they go crazy
They
with
just-
their leg or a foot.
Start jerking right there.
Yeah,
Start Louis C.K.
Start Louis C.K. all over that foot. See, that's such a bummer about Louis.
That sucks.
God damn it.
I haven't heard what the.
I don't
God
know.
damn it.
Is it
Yeah,
the
I'll pull it
Herman
up.
thing?
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, I might as well just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it now.
Louis C.K. is accused by 5 women of sexual misconduct.
He's always kind of sexually. There's always some sex in his.
I mean, he's a comedian, I'm sure. Like, yeah. I mean, they're not supposed to be like fucking gods or anything.
Sounds like he like jacked off in front of girls or something.
What?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, something like that.
So they thought it was a joke, laughed it off, and then he really did it. Miss Goodman said in an interview in the New York Times, he proceeded to take all his clothes off and get completely naked and started masturbating.
That's awful.
And apparently the girls were like fellow comedians that looked up to him.
Yeah, like 2003,
There's a family
right?
side to his stand-up too, right?
Such a huge bummer.
Yeah, that sucks.
Did you read his statement?
Yeah.
It's as good as it could possibly be, if that makes sense.
Yeah, take time off.
Yeah, not
Reflect and
defending
listen.
it in any way, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much the opposite of Kevin Spacey's.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Spacey's was like, I kind of don't remember it. If I did it, sorry. And by the way, I'm gay. You know, Louis was like,
Well, it sounds like he was an alcoholic too. or-
right, yeah, I mean,
So maybe he
a
doesn't
lot of
actually
reasons.
remember.
But yeah, it's entirely true. Yeah, or possible. It's all speculative. I don't know. I wasn't there. But
This dragon princess.
geeks.
Wait, it actually shows pictures of the people accusing him, or is that what that is?
Yeah, I think those are.
That's kind of weird.
Well, I think they came forward, you know.
Very smart.
Yeah, she looks pretty smart. Yeah, click that, Drew. That statement.
It took me a while to get that.
I love that part. And knocked up.
Yeah.
She's really smart. Smart. Louis C.K. responds.
Oh, there he is, the man.
Quote, these stories are true.
Oh, so he just admits it. And he's just like, "Yep, I did it." That's cool. Kudos to that. He's just like, "Yep."
Yeah, there
I
it
did
is.
it.
It goes, these stories are true. At the time, I said to myself, that was what I did was okay. Because I never showed a woman my dick without asking first, which is also true. But what I learned later in life, too late, is that when you have power over another person, asking them to look at your dick isn't a question. It's a predicament for them. But power I had over these women is that they admired me, and I wielded that power irresponsibly. I have been remorseful of my actions, and I've tried to learn from them and run from them. Now I'm aware of the extent of the impact of my actions. So anyway, it goes on. Go down to the bottom because I like that part. You know, he says like it's a bummer because they admired him, his work. I have spent my long and lucky career talking and saying anything I want. I will now step back and take a long time to listen. Thank you for reading. That's crazy.
I mean, respect for that though.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Exactly. And the hardest thing to regret to live with is that what you've done to hurt someone else. And like he apologized to all the projects, Better Things, Baskets, The Cops, One Mississippi, I Love You, Daddy. You know they canceled that movie?
Yeah, it was supposed to come out like this week or something.
It's just gone. Pulled it off. Done.
Fuck.
I mean,
Well.
it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens. I mean, there's corporations behind you and
When did that happen?
investments.
Did it say?
I think 2003 was what I read.
Oh, wow. So it was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a different Louis back then, right?
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, it's in 2002.
Yeah, 2002, 2003.
Wow. I don't know, man. It's a different time. Like, people are coming out and the woodwork. It's so crazy how many people now.
Oh yeah, I mean it's always been around. Yeah, just like a witch hunt now,
Mm-hmm.
which is good. Which is good. Cum hunt. The cum hunter.
The cum hunter.
But
Yeah,
nope.
it is good.
Yeah, I mean dudes are creeps,
Yeah.
myself included.
Mm-hmm.
I've been-
No, I mean, that's the thing. Like, yeah, and I don't want Louis to think you should die.
I think he'll have a comeback.
I do
you know.
too.
It's awful what he did, but
It's awful.
it's not rape.
It's
It's not like an underage.
It is different
issue,
than
right?
the Weinstein thing.
Yeah,
It just is.
still bad, but yeah.
It's still bad, of course. and look, he's paying the price for it.
hmm
It seems like, at least. And you should. You definitely should. But yeah, we'll see what comes out of it. That's so crazy. Andrew had a show yesterday.
Yeah,
Seattle.
on a Tuesday night in Seattle.
Was it shitty there? A lot of rain?
It actually wasn't raining last night. It was pretty nice.
Oh, good.
And I'm told they actually have roads and stuff in Seattle, right?
They have
Pretty
roads.
easy to get around. I mean, I'm sure rush hour traffic's still shitty, but yeah.
People float around in little... We're powered by fairy dust and bicycles here, apparently.
Pretend land.
Pretend land, yeah.
Oh,
Die.
I'm dying over here.
Yeah.
it's over.
I was saying, I think I got food poisoning. I'm not sure. The other day I was throwing up. Which, by the way, that show you went
Oh,
to.
yeah. I'm talking about that.
Yeah, the one that I missed because I was throwing up.
So what night was that? That was Monday, right?
I think.
Yeah, Monday night.
I woke up today thinking it was Monday. So.
Yeah, it was Monday because it's not a kid back from the beach. Yeah, so went to a show at the Wonder Ballroom for a female rapper named Lizzo, Lizzo. She's fucking phenomenal, dude. Like, super talented shit. And the opener was Doja Cat. And Doja Cat is an artist that Ryan's worked with, and a buddy of ours, a producer down in LA, he goes by the name of Yeti, at Yeti Beats on Instagram. And anyway, Yeti's the traveling DJ for Doja Cat, and he got me into the show. Dude, it was super fun. Like, got us backstage, really good view of the side of the stage and shit. And like the crowd was just going fucking nuts.
Was it sold out?
Very sold, 2 nights in a row. Yeah.
Jesus.
Dude, Lizzo, I don't even know, like, pure talent, pure like energy, and just wait, like she's already blowing up, but it's gonna be pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's like old school entertainment, like, you know, they have backup dancers and shit.
Sure.
And it's just so different. That's Getty right there, the dude in the pigtails and the dreads.
Yeah, I'm really upset that I fucking didn't go.
Yeah, he's such a cool guy. Super nice people. Like, I met her, the tour manager. Really, really nice. Awesome people. Really welcoming. Totally hooked it up.
Excellent.
Yeah, man. You would have liked it.
I'm sure I would have.
And yet he's the man. He's such a sweet.
I just didn't want to be the guy. I remember that guy in Portland that threw up backstage. You know? I just didn't want to be that guy.
Right.
But
Yeah, look up Lizzo, Drew. Lizzo. I mean, she's phenomenal. Like, super talented rapper and singer. Really original production. The beats are fucking cool.
I mean, her Instagram is verified. What more do you need to say?
What more do you need? Just super fun. I don't know, man. Just like totally different. She's just like, I am a queen. I am a diva.
A cat outfit?
It's fun, man.
Queen
Like,
Latifah.
Got a tail.
the crowd was very like a lot of gay people, a lot of like drag queeny, kind of like Lady Gaga vibe almost. Right. You know, like really. Whoa! Look at that picture.
Wozers.
Mosers. Jeez, I didn't see these pictures. Yikes.
He's smart in a different way.
Yeah. She's funny as fuck on stage.
That's a funny picture.
It's all just like, love yourself shit.
Yeah.
She was great. Really good. Glad I went. Steve Cook was there.
Steve
The guy that was on our podcast a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
Tony.
that
Steve.
guy.
Yeah.
Steve. Sorry.
It was funny because his daughter got up on stage and danced. Apparently, like every night they have a kid come up and dance with her.
That's awesome.
And I didn't really know. The kid looked really familiar, and so I was Instagramming it. I was filming it just because I was already. And then later that night, Steve said something on Instagram. He was like, "My daughter was up here, and here's a picture of her." I was like, "Dude, go to my story." I got the whole thing from the side of the stage.
That's awesome.
Yeah, crowd went nuts. Yeah, so that was good times. I forgot how much I liked that venue.
I've never been there, believe it or not.
Really?
Yep, never.
It's good, man. It's what a venue should be. Just basic. Just a fucking square. That's what I always hated about the Crystal Ballroom. Like the stage is in the corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of boomy in there.
Yeah, really boomy and old. Like, it looks cool, but
one of the weirdest venues. So there's two weird venues that I can think of. I was on tour with Alisana both times. Whiskey A Go Go is an iconic place. The soundboard is upstairs, like in a loft. And
Really?
It's like to the right. It's like to the right of the stage too, right?
So, yeah, a little
Whiskey
bit.
in LA?
Yeah. So every time when I was mixing live, I kept having to like hang down the rafters. Like the house sound guy kept having to hold my feet as I was like
Weird.
like putting my head down into the fucking crowd to try to hear. And then the other one was a place in Sacramento where the soundboard was actually to the right of the stage, basically behind the speakers.
Fuck.
So yeah, and so like, that was another weird spot. Basically, like the mixing position was where the monitor engineer would be.
Weird.
And because they had a giant, really nice bar where the soundboard should have been. But
That's right off Sunset, right? Down that way.
right, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
The whiskey.
When did you tour with Alisana? Like, what era?
Oh man.
A few times?
Yeah, just a couple tours. This must have been, 2014, maybe 15, 13, somewhere in there? My whole life is a blur. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I'm so bad with time, too. Like, dates.
I don't remember a damn thing from 2013. Like, it's weird to me that 2013 was a year. If that makes sense.
Like, yeah, no recollection.
I have no recollection of it. I don't remember what I did, what I was doing. I think I was in North Carolina. I don't.
Were you like kidnapped or something and you blocked it all out?
No. Well, like you and I have talked about it. I can tell that was really bad.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm busy and focused on shit. Because I try to do a really good job. And
Just a blur.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. I don't remember.
Weird.
That's why I don't have a girlfriend. To answer your question, I am straight.
Yeah.
We were
I
talking.
figured you were.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's why I can't maintain a girlfriend either, because when I get busy, I just go MIA.
What was the longest relationship you ever had?
5 years, I think?
Oh, that's long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a long distance one, too.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Where does she live?
She lived in Ohio.
And you were here for those 5 years?
Yep.
Was she there the whole time?
She moved, she ended up funny enough, she ended up moving here for like a summer to hang out in between school, and that's when the relationship went sour. We started living together. So
Andrew's nodding his head.
Figures, yeah.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
What about you,
That
Drew?
sucks.
What's the longest you ever went? It's been a minute for you too.
Maybe not even 2 years. Maybe not. Maybe.
What was his name?
Well, it was a couple guys actually.
His name was Lydia.
I think so. I think that's the longest one. So long ago, I don't even fucking know. Probably, I think it was less than 2 years though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Not
weird.
long term.
Like, some people are just not long-term relationship people.
I don't
And
know
then
if I would
others-
say that. I just get really sick of people really easily. That's my thing. I don't know.
Well,
I
mean,
keep
that kind of validates what I said, right? In
Well,
a different way.
Well, the point being, it's not that I'm against like long-term relationships. It's the fact that I don't know. I think I might just be really self-centered. To be honest, I want to do what I do, and
No.
like I value my alone time more than anything else.
I'm the same way. I'm really
Yeah.
selfish with my time.
I mean, that's all it comes down to. Because, it's you either value your alone time or like what you want to do with your time while you're here on Earth. You value that more than wanting to share your time with someone else.
I think a lot of it with me too.
And for me, it's the latter. Like for me, it's more important to share a life and not like my time, but a life. Does that make sense? Like
No,
it's
that-
different than like.
That makes sense. And
I don't know.
I also
I think that's the difference between like me and you. You know what I mean?
well I also value that, and that's something I've always wanted. But the problem is
Oh no, yeah. Neither one's good or bad, or it's just different. You know?
well for me with the relationship I was just talking about, the 5-year one, it occurred to me during a little bit and then after the fact, because I was young. I think it was like 21 or 22, like when it ended. But it occurred to me that like I don't have my shit figured out, and I'm projecting all of my frustrations and self-consciousness onto somebody else.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not cool.
It's not fair.
And so for me, it's more like I need to get my shit figured out before I try to share it with
You feel that
somebody
way
else.
still now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially now, actually.
Right.
But
Yeah, and it's it's a process, man. I mean, you could argue that I have the same thing. I mean, I definitely go through the same shit with my wife. But I don't know. It's just different. I mean, I've pretty much always been in a relationship
gotcha.
since I could,
I've been single a lot more of
And
the
I-
time than
And I don't know if that's good. It's probably not good. It goes both ways. I mean,
I think it's good.
it just is. I don't know. Some people are that way. And you can think of, like, it's pretty much all the people you know, people are typically one or the other.
Right.
Yeah. Like, if you think of all our friends, Drew, like Steph, me, Dylan, we've always had a long-term something, for the most part. And then-
Dating sucks.
and then, yeah,
Dating fucking sucks, man. I fucking hate
like
dating
North
so
Kid,
much.
He almost never has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just doesn't. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that
Yeah, and he'll say the same thing. He's like, fucking sucks. Why would I?
I'm actively one of my weaknesses is time management. To be completely honest, something I've been working on. I'm trying to get better at it. But while I'm figuring it
Yeah,
out,
me
I
too.
just can't manage the time to deal with somebody else's bullshit. I don't know.
For sure, man.
Like I don't know. I you grow together, you live together, you solve each other's problems, you help each other. I get it, but
Well, that's what it is. It's like if it's still you're saying to yourself, I don't have time to deal with someone else's bullshit, then you're not ready for a relationship.
exactly, and that's why I don't date.
Because it should be, I feel the need to want to see someone. I feel the need to, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it shouldn't be.
I never find the need to hang out with people.
Then you don't need one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've always told my parents, especially when I was younger, and they'd always tell me the same thing. When you get older, that'll change.
Right.
Because I keep telling, like, I never.
And why not?
I tell them I never want to get married, I never want kids, I never want all this stuff. Oh, that'll change, And like, when I tell people that too, they're like, oh, you just want to be a man whore for the rest of your life. It's like, no.
No, it's actually the opposite.
Yeah, it's the opposite. I don't want anything to do with you or anyone else. It's basically.
What about you, Drew? Are you hoping for like?
I mean, it comes along, sure.
Yeah.
Not really looking, but yeah, I've been on that stupid online shit and
Yeah,
like, dates here and there, but not too big of a fan. I've had fun actually. I've met a couple cool people, but
for sure, it's a big world out there.
Yeah.
The odds that you'll find someone. That's the funny thing about relationships. Like, me and my wife are very honest with each other about it. I mean,
you have to be.
It's exactly. It's ridiculous and untrue to say that we're meant to be. That's exactly.
That's movie shit.
It's movie shit, dude. And what makes it special and what makes relationships and marriages like unique is the discipline of being with each other. That you're choosing to be with each other. That's what makes it good.
Awful. That sounds fucking awful.
What part sounds awful?
The fact that you have to use the word discipline. It's like, what
That's
the
so
fuck?
funny.
It's like, goddamn, like if I need, like, I've got enough.
Is discipline a bad word too?
Huh?
Is discipline a bad word too?
No, it's a great word. I just struggle with discipline. I feel like I don't think I do. Maybe I do. I don't know.
Discipline is something I struggle with. I'm not saying I haven't figured out, but it's a gift for me. When I do figure it out, it's freeing. Discipline equals freedom for me.
Well, I get that with, like, when I say discipline during the work.
Right, like if your day is chaotic and you can't manage your time or you have a lot of things on your plate and you get discipline in your life.
Or when your speakers break and
Yes.
you have to fucking pull shit together to get it mixed up.
Fuck.
Yeah, that feels great. But a girl?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but that's just it. You know, that's the difference. You either see it as a positive, you see that as a special thing in your life. You know, like the fact that I have that discipline and I have that restriction in my life is a good thing.
Gotcha.
And if it's not, then you're like you, and you say, well, that's so not worth it for me.
Interesting. I kind of feel like a piece of shit.
No. It's
Is that bad?
no. Shouldn't. Be you, man. Life is short.
I don't know. I'm one of those guys, too, when it comes to friends. I don't have a lot of friends. I have one, maybe two that are, like, really close.
See, I'm unique, and Andrew is too. We have like the same group of friends that we've had since God knows when.
But is it a large group or is it a small group?
Pretty large. I mean, back we grew up with like what was like the boys. The boys were like 8 of us.
Yeah, 6 to 8.
I mean, we actually like people referred to us as the boys.
Just come mobbing,
Again.
2 cars deep.
Yep, and we went everywhere together. We did everything together. We like you just didn't go anywhere without each other. We'd mob 8 deep everywhere we went.
The suburbs, man.
Yep. I mean,
That's
look
fun.
at my wedding photos. It's like ridiculous.
Oh, you're married?
I was just talking about someone.
No, I've never, I don't know. It's.
Yeah, my wedding. It's like I think I had 10 people on my side, and actually I had 2.
Wow. Wait, is that like
So I
best
don't-
men or like family included?
There's just no, especially then. There's just no way to pick one or like they were all just equally had to be there. I didn't. My dad was my best man. I couldn't pick from all of them.
Right. Now I'm thinking if God, I might have 1, maybe 2 people. You'd be one of them. I'd invite you to a wedding. Jason, my roommate, would be one. And then there'd be a lot of people that I would be like, I'd feel obligated to invite because they'd be offended if I didn't. But there's no one like, oh, this person has to be at my wedding for me. Very interesting. Never known that about myself. You're making me think.
Where you're saying you want to get married and you don't.
I'm saying I don't have a lot of friends.
Start playing the sad music.
Stefan would be somebody I'd invite. Crummett would be somebody I'd invite.
Yeah. Are your parents still together, Neil?
Or
no, you have a
Yeah.
split up family, right?
Well, my father died before I was born,
Right.
and so I never knew him. But my mom and my current stepdad, they've been together since I was like 7. I've been together a while.
So up until 7, you were just with your mom?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Gotcha. Andrew, your parents split.
Yeah.
We were some like junior high or something, high school. I don't remember. Later on, right?
They dragged it out for a while, but yeah, I guess the divorce happened like when my dad moved out. That was like when I was like 15.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that comes into play too. Like everyone, pretty much everyone I know, like how they are with relationships reflects how their parents were. It's not always the case. I mean, there's always exceptions to the
I
rule,
just had an epiphany.
but it definitely influences you. You know, if you come from divorce, you're typically, it's not that you're pessimistic or that you're dark about it. You just have maybe a different view. You're maybe more realistic, or it's not. I don't know.
Well, you know what they say.
It just tends to be that way, from my point of view.
That's interesting. Well, I mean, it resonates with what we've been talking about with me.
Yeah.
Because what do they say? Like the first 10 years of your life as a kid are like really influential.
Very influential.
Yeah.
I mean, some would argue it's like
For the first
who you
7
are.
years of that,
Yeah.
there was no male figure in my life. No relation. Interesting. You just taught me about myself, James.
Dr. James.
My
James the
therapy with
James.
New segment. New segment.
Stateside
therapy
therapy.
with James. Oh God, that'd be a disaster. I'm not good therapy for me.
Interesting. You know what's interesting too is so before. God, we're getting deep right now. Okay, so
Let's go
before
deep in that booty hole.
So Rob is my current stepdad. Love him to death. He's a great fucking dude.
Yeah.
Before then, my mom got together with another guy who wasn't a very nice guy,
Right.
and then he ended up dying of cancer.
Okay.
So that's an interesting fact too.
How long did you know him?
So, God, when did I meet it? I was really young. I might have been 4 or 5.
Your mom was married to him,
No, they never got married.
but they were together pretty
A long time.
long time.
Yeah.
So
And,
he was.
my sister is his daughter, so my sister is probably my stepsister, I guess.
Or your half sister.
Yeah, half sister.
You have this. You share the same mom.
Yes, half sister.
Different dads.
Half sister.
So, okay. So your first father figure was that guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that and my grandfather.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The grandfather came.
All of that is fascinating to me. Childhoods and like how it affects everything you do.
It's fascinating to me.
But then some of it is like you can just throw it all out the window and it doesn't matter at all. Like, look at Josh and Stefan, our buddies. They grew up in the same household.
Are they blood?
No, they're stepbrothers. But they've been
yeah.
brothers since they were like little kids. Like 4 or 5, I think. Could be off plus or minus a year there, but really young. And they are very different. Very, very, very different. But I guess they're also pretty similar, right? What do you think, Drew? Do you think they're very different?
I mean, personality-wise, yeah, of course. But they have the same interests.
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
until
a weird-
just now that they were stepbrothers. I remember Stefan always. I knew he was Stefan's brother.
Yeah, they have a really interesting household.
Yeah,
It's
but they
really
look
cool.
nothing alike. I mean, they're both musicians. They're both really talented.
All
What they
brothers,
do.
no sisters.
Yeah, but I always knew he was the brother. But I'm like, how the fuck is that his brother?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just- Alright.
So Stefan and his brother Alan.
Alan? Who the fuck is Alan?
Alan passed away.
Okay.
Alan passed away in like 2010,
10?
9, somewhere around there.
2010, I think.
We have another brother.
Was it that?
Yeah, it was 2010.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Rest in
Really?
peace, Alan.
When I was
He's-
working
he's
with
the
him,
best, man.
Yeah.
Stefan's
Alan's
brother died when I was working with him.
Yeah, he had an accident or something like
Wow.
drugs. Oh, sad thing.
I didn't even know.
God, that was such a bummer when that happened.
Yeah, it's heavy shit.
I
That
was
sucks.
like, huh? What? I couldn't even process what had happened. You went to that funeral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
It was an open casket funeral, too. It was such a bummer.
He was fucking young.
Oh, my God.
That's
How old was he?
He was the youngest.
so. I think in 2010 he might have been. Well, how much younger was he than Stefan? Like 4 years, 5
He was
years.
like early 20s, I want to say.
Yeah. So
Early 20s?
yeah,
Maybe.
passed away in his early 20s.
At the oldest.
He was only a couple of years older than me then.
Yeah, he was really young. And he was such a rad dude. And him and his dad, Stefan's dad, were really close. Like, Stefan's dad obviously had, like, a really close relationship with Alan. They could, like, BMXing together. And,
Yeah, adrenaline junkies.
yeah, adrenaline junkies. They just ripped it and ripped it all day. Or ripped it and ripped it.
Gripped it, stroked it.
Stroked it.
Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah, you got it. And then Josh and his brother are very different too. But Yeah, I don't know. Nurture, nature thing, the thing is just so bizarre to me. Like, are you who you are because of your blood? Or are you who you are because of your environment?
Yeah, so many variables, you know.
Yep.
Because yeah, when you're born, you're completely,
You're just
for
a
lack of a better
sponge.
term, virgin.
Yeah, just an empty slate.
Yeah. Very interesting how people turn out the way they do.
That's right. Yeah, I saw this really interesting this video. It was like, it must have been like a camp, like a summer camp or something. And it was like, I don't know, maybe late teens, maybe early 20 age people. Anyway, and like the guy, so they're all lined up on a line in like a field, and they're going to do like a race, a running race. And the guy was trying to prove a point about like advantage in life and people who have a head start and those who don't. And like you can argue that like some of that stuff is bullshit.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, we all have to pull ourselves up and get shit done. But this was one of the best examples of this I've ever seen. And so everyone was lined up on line. It was men, women, black, white, Mexican, all types and all kinds. And he's like, okay, so before we do this race, here's the distance of the race. It was like a football field length, not entirely long.
100 yards.
100, basically a sprint. And he was like, so if you guys if you come from a household with, a father, take 2 steps forward. If you come from a household that had your college paid for, take 2 more steps forward. If you come from this, and like, so it just kept going. And by the end of his little thing, there was people that were like halfway down the field, almost done with the race. And then you look back and it's all like a bunch of people of color, people just lined up on the line, just like,
What?
and they were just super, yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, wow.
And it was one of the best examples of that I've ever seen. And he's like, but here's the thing. I'm not giving you any of your sympathy. You all still have to do the race. Don't get it twisted. Everyone still has to race. So when I do the thing, fucking hustle. And there was like this fucking black kid in the back, like stretching, like getting all arrogant and cocky about it. And he fucking smoked like 90% of these little kids. And he almost won, but he didn't. But he almost did. But anyway, it was just really interesting.
It goes to show how powerful the mind can be.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was the other lesson I learned too. Is like this kid got fucking pissed. He's like, "I'm gonna win in spite."
Yep, and that's what makes successful people.
Fuck yeah, it does.
True, yeah.
It has nothing to do with. God, that's such a good experiment.
Yeah, it was really cool because both were true. See, the lesson you're learning is.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Work your ass off.
But there is a lesson on the other end too that it does matter on some level that some people do get advantages and some people get head starts, and just to recognize it, whatever. But yeah, I highly recommend checking it out. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube or something.
That's rad.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
I find it interesting how after I'm curious to see what all the questions were. Like the previous, like do this, take 2 steps.
Yeah, I'm kind of forgetting.
But like really, the people that were left at the back were like minority.
A lot of them, yeah.
Wow.
A lot of them,
Interesting.
unfortunately.
I didn't expect that. That surprised me.
Yeah. I don't remember if he split up in gender or not either. I don't remember all the questions, but
Yeah, I'm curious.
it was pretty powerful, though. But it was cool to watch the guys that were just like, they're going to smoke him anyway.
Yeah. It's like, fuck this.
The guy even pointed out, too, he's like, I just want to point out to some of you kids that are up front, see those kids back there? If they're
going to kick your
gonna
ass.
kick your ass. Like,
Well, that's the other, so that plays into
So
something
crazy.
my parents always told me too. What was it? So the first generation, this refers to like money and economics. So the first generation creates the fortune.
mhm.
The second generation lives the fortune, and the third destroys the fortune.
Yeah, it's kind of separated, right?
Right.
Yeah, and
Tiers.
so like that. So if we were to make the
But how do you know, when does it start?
so
What's the starting point?
So the point I was going to make is based off of that experiment you were just telling us about was so that one kid at the back who was like, fuck this, I'm still going to fucking win.
Yeah.
Despite all this
Like
bullshit.
hero.
He's the one that fucking makes the fortune in mind.
Right.
And then, he has children, despite how well
Right.
any of them being raised.
Right.
it's, you know, like they live it, it's all they know.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, okay, well, this is just how it is. They don't know any better. They're good people, they're not bad people, it's just how it is. And then the third generation, they
Spoiled
end up
little
getting
bitches.
spoiled. Yeah.
Well, you always hear like celebrities or like Gary Vaynerchuk always talks about this, or Joe Rogan. I hear him talk about, you know, especially Rogan. He's like, you know, it's weird. Like all the people I know that are the interesting people around me are people who come from horrible backgrounds,
Yeah.
like awful childhoods. They had some resistance in their life, so they overcame. And he's like, but I'm worried about my kids because I'm a fucking millionaire and they have like a super cush life.
Yeah.
Am I raising little shitheads?
Well, I mean, look at
That's there's something to that.
what I always think about too is look at the people that founded the country. The whole reason the country was founded was because they fucking hated what was going on and they
Right.
wanted to change the shit and they fucking founded it. They fucking
We're
conquered. They,
Literally born on a
people
revolution.
died.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Right.
people gave up their lives for it. And so the first several years of this country was very prosperous.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you know, slavery and all that stuff is not really cool, but
Right.
but we fucking founded a nation that became one of the like fastest growing nations in the world
Mhm.
because it was full of people who were fucking tired of what was going on and they wanted to change it.
That's right.
And we're several generations down the road, and some would argue that we're kind of being little bitches.
Little
now.
bitches.
Yeah.
Well, every empire falls.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure. Shit doesn't last forever. That's the weird thing about America too. We're
China's
so
been around
young.
for fucking centuries,
We're
thousands
so
of
young.
years.
What's that lyric, Drew, in that Minus the Bear song?
Oh, sitting on the park bench
Yes,
that's older than
yes,
my country.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Neil? He's
I
like,
know the band, I don't know the song though.
well, there's a song he's talking about. They're like, it's a song about like going to Europe or traveling or something. He says, sitting on a park bench that's older than my country.
Yeah, something like that.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, that's a
And
great lyric.
When I went to Europe with the boys in
Yeah, yeah.
2001, we had that moment.
That's
I remember
so
sitting on
fucking
a
cool.
park bench, we looked back and it was like 1500 or something.
Jesus
And
Christ,
we were
man.
smoking a J
Yeah.
in Switzerland. We're just like, what the fuck? Oh my god, my mind's gonna blow
That's
up
so
now.
cool, man.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh.
cool experience.
Yeah,
God damn, I need to make it out there.
yeah, man, dude, it's the best. I could so easily live in a lot of places in Europe, but I could definitely live in like the UK.
Our whole family seriously contemplated moving to Australia.
Really? Like when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I
You
told
would've
you
been an
I
Aussie.
did the Olympic thing. I told you about that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we were down there and we saw the country and how it worked and you know.
Well, I want to circle back to the Olympics thing. Keep going.
Yeah, but yeah, and like it just makes sense. I don't want to be quoted on this because it was a long time ago.
Andrew
but-
quote him accurately.
quote.
Take
But
notes.
it's something that Crummett told
Recording.
me. So like I want to make sure I quote him right. So, but he's done several bands in Australia. Closure
Mhm.
Moscow being one of them who are fucking
Yeah, he went there.
phenomenal. Yeah, he's gone there a lot, and it was either him or it was a friend of mine in college that was from Australia that told me this. So again, don't quote me on this, but I was told by somebody who frequented Australia that one of the things they do down there is their taxes go locally. So, for example, when we pay taxes, our money goes to the entire state of Oregon to fix their roads.
Okay.
In Australia, your tax dollars are allocated to your local area.
Yeah, like
So, for example, if I were to pay taxes and my portion of taxes were going to go to fix roads, my money would go to fix the roads within my neighborhood.
That's not what we do now.
No,
It's all of both, right? We have local, state, and federal tax.
yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Again, don't quote me on this, but
You're just saying that's how they do it.
yeah, it's like
Oh, wow.
it's just whatever they're doing down there makes a lot more fucking sense than what we do
Right.
here.
I think like a public transportation's free too,
Yeah.
or like locally or something like that.
Yeah.
Your neighborhood.
There's so many. I know, like.
There's a lot of things like that. Anyway, that's a shitty example, but there's a lot of things which made us contemplate moving to Australia because it made a lot more sense.
Right. It just made more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, America.
You have to be a citizen to buy land.
Really.
In America, you don't have to be a citizen to buy land.
I wonder what the point of that is. Is that just
So
less
we can
land?
sell it to China. I mean, not specifically, but I mean, like, yeah, China owns a lot of the land in the United States. In Australia, you can't do that.
Yeah, America
So I'm
is
told.
certainly not perfect. My God.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue it's one of the better. It's like, winning the geographical lottery for sure. But like, there's just so many things that don't make sense here. Like the prison system is so fucking bizarre to me.
I don't know anything
It doesn't
about
make
it. You
any
know?
sense.
Like, what do you mean?
So example in, what I don't think drugs should be. Like, I'm not necessarily saying they should be all legal, but they shouldn't be criminalized.
Interesting.
Because what's the objective? Like, what's our point? We want to make
To
it
not
better.
harm people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And it's obviously more harmful to incarcerate, and just put him in the loop over and over and over. Like in Norway, I think
Oh,
they
I
have
see
like
what
a maximum of like 20 years or something. no
Well,
matter what
they
you
also
do.
have one of the best rehabilitation.
That's what I'm saying. Is
rates,
it works?
Yeah. Some of them
The
working.
statistics are working. So I don't know. It's just we're an old.
I see what you mean.
We think we're an old country, but we're not. And there's just so much room for improvement. I want to get back to the Olympics thing though.
Oh god, yeah.
So what the hell did you do when you were a kid? You were like a
So it was with
little Olympian.
it was with an ambassadorship called People to People. I don't know if they're still around, but so basically when around the same time, whenever the Olympics was in Australia, I went down there and represented the United States for soccer.
Look that up, Drew. I want to know what that is.
You're not going to find me. If that's
No,
what
I
you're
mean
thinking of.
when it was.
I was 10 years old. I
No,
was in
Australia.
6th grade. I remember that.
And so this was for soccer, you said?
Yeah, for soccer.
Holy shit!
Our whole family, and that's when our whole family went down there. They made it into a family vacation.
And you played on like the American team,
The United States,
the youth soccer team,
yeah,
or something?
U11, which stands for under 11, so we were all 10 years old.
Oh wow!
We
I
got
didn't know there was that.
we got
even-
last place, by the way.
Jesus.
Yeah,
How many countries played? Like
I mean it's the
the
Olympics.
Olympics?
Yeah.
Is that still a thing? Did that young of age? Is that still?
I would assume so.
What am I trying to say? Do soccer athletes still play in the Olympics at that young of an age?
I would assume so. I mean, every Olympics has it's the Olympics. It's just not televised because they're so young. The full adult one gets because those are the best athletes. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, we played New Zealand. I remember playing Australia. I remember playing Iraq.
Wow.
I remember playing.
Fuck, man.
Yeah,
That's crazy, dude.
yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was also
Probably really stressful. too, as a kid.
it wasn't. What made it stressful was the fact that I was young and the fact that
Yeah. You thought this was.
we had a
world.
really shitty team.
Yeah.
Because I was a goalkeeper, and I'm short. I'm like 5'7", 5'6". Somewhere
You were the
there.
goalkeeper?
I was at 10 years old. I was the goalkeeper. Yeah. I remember there was a lot of drama because we were all young kids. They were all a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
We were all assholes,
Sure.
and we were losing games like 21-0, like ridiculously. And at that point in time, like as a goalkeeper, my confidence was fucking destroyed at that point,
Yeah,
right? And everybody
especially
was
as a kid.
giving me shit. But then my parents tallied up how many shots on goal one day. And there's over 100 shots on goal.
What does that mean? How many shots are gone towards you?
So basically, what it means is my defenders in front of me were pieces of shit.
it should have got to that point.
Yeah,
That's what
like
you said.
like on average, I mean, a soccer game maybe has 5 shots
Right,
on goal, 6
gotcha.
shots on goal. Maybe 3 of them actually hit the target.
I don't know shit about soccer.
Yeah, it's extremely high. It's basically like if a baseball game had over 100 hits.
Right.
And so when my parents pointed that out to me, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
I actually feel a little bit better. And the
As you're a kid,
the
you
drama
know.
got so bad that my parents actually pulled me from one game because of how shittily I was being treated. And our coach was doing some promiscuous things behind the
Whoa.
scenes. This is a whole story, dude.
Like touching little kids?
No, not with kids, but with the female assistant coach. And with other parents that were there.
Was she a part of it? Or?
I don't know. I was 10
Oh.
years old. But anyway, so I ended up.
I'm
My
just
parents. I ended up sitting on the sidelines for one game. We lost like 60-something to 0.
Jesus Christ.
an average score of a soccer
Yeah, it's
game
like
is like
2-0.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I felt a lot better after that.
Yeah.
But
Is that your favorite sport?
it was, yeah.
What is now?
I don't really follow sports anymore.
If you, gun to your head, what's your favorite sport?
Soccer.
How about you, Drew?
Probably basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a huge. I remember when I was younger, my dream was to be a journalist on Sports Center.
Really?
Soccer, or sports was just my thing back then.
Wow.
And then that went haywire. And
Did you ever get into Hunter S. Thompson?
Who?
Hunter S. Thompson, the guy that wrote Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
oh, well, I mean, I love that movie.
So you've got to,
Yeah.
because he was a journalist and he often did sports stuff. That's what made me think of it. I actually have a tattoo of him on my leg.
Oh, nice.
Huge inspiration for me.
All
All right. Welcome back from the pee break. We
Yep.
are back at the second half after we realized that we weren't recording properly.
Yep.
That's okay. That's okay. Hopefully you guys listened to the first half. It was a good conversation. And hopefully
I enjoyed the
you could
conversation.
hear it and all that good stuff.
I think you can hear it. It's just going to be annoying.
Andrew, you look frustrated. Are you frustrated?
No, I'm tired as
Oh,
fuck.
you're tired. He's just zoned out.
Yep. Yeah, we what do we? I don't think our soundboard was plugged in. Is that what
It's a
happened?
sound card or something.
Well, we're using fucking GarageBand for one.
Yeah.
I don't like this program at all, but I don't have money for Logic.
Dude,
Yeah.
just got to get it done, man.
You have Logic in your brain. Logic is free, Andrew. You don't need money for Logic.
The recording program, James.
Even though Logic is free, there's a lot of people that don't have it.
Hey, that is weird. There's Reason and Logic.
Right? It's funny how these companies name their products, huh?
Yeah.
So if you did tune into the first half of our podcast, we talked about relationships and my issues with them. While we were taking our break, my ex liked 3 of my photos who was blocking me on Instagram.
Ooh, this is exciting. This is juicy.
It's weird how the world comes together.
Weird.
But the other thing that I was telling you, James, that should make current events is the fact that Crummett just posted an Instagram picture. Just finished tracking the new DGD record.
I saw that. That's really
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep. Released guitars for it. I am really excited to hear that.
Yeah,
Super excited.
I know. He's a beast, man. How many has he done with them?
The hashtag, I believe, is DGD9.
He's done 9 with them? No, he hasn't done 9.
It's the 9th DGD record. There might be 1 or 2 that he didn't do, maybe just 1.
Ah,
Yeah, it's that one with the guitar pedals.
it's a sweet pick.
DGD9. Yep.
Cool, man. Good for him.
I am stoked to hear the new DGD.
Crummett's a beast.
I got super
He's
excited
a
when I saw
beast.
that.
Finished tracking guitars with a new At Dance Gavin Dance record with at Real Will Swan.
Will Swan.
Will Swan. I have a ton of pictures from these sessions that I'll post over the next few days. Here's a shot of all of the hashtag guitar pedals we used on hashtag DGCD9. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, if you don't follow Crummett, it's at K Crummett, CRUMMETT. Dude's a fucking beast.
He's the man. Well, okay. Now we're back. Now we're going to talk about some other stuff. Before the break, we were talking about how Neil went to Australia when he was a child. Do you remember very well,
Oh, yeah.
by the way?
I remember it fairly well, yes.
Did you go to the Sydney side of the country?
I did. We got to see the Sydney Opera House. We got to go inside. That was really cool.
Nice.
I didn't get to see as much of the country as I would have liked because I was training
Sorry, I
the
just
whole
burped.
time. But my parents got to see a lot.
Wait,
of
hold
the
on.
country.
Be quiet. Wait, ready?
Don't copy me. I did that like the first episode.
Yeah, that's a good one. Drinking Miller High Life.
By the way, the sound fucked up before we started drinking.
Yeah, exactly. Can't blame that.
Yeah.
Andrew,
What's up?
do your thing. What do we got for some current events?
This one's fun.
it up.
Glassjaw releasing the first album 15 years by the end of 2017
So
is reported.
stoked on that.
I hope it's true, man.
It looks like we're getting that much anticipated new Glassjaw album really very soon. Is what the headline says. Cool.
Yeah, I think it's just 1st of December is what it says there.
Yeah.
Yes. 16 days away, 17 days away.
12 songs.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, man.
Fuck yeah. Who's all in the band these days, Drew?
I think, well, they had Dillinger drummer track, so that's fucking...
Oh, that's right. You said that.
Yeah, that's going to be fucking awesome.
Billy Reimer. And now he doesn't have a band.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Do we know who's touring?
I have no idea. I mean, they're on tour right now, so maybe
So
we'll
it can't
look
be
up.
him then.
I don't fucking know.
Because Dillinger was on tour as well. You know what I mean?
They're coming to Portland soon, right? A couple days.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
End of this
Yep.
month, yeah.
Where are they playing?
Roseland, I believe.
Yep.
With the Used, right?
Yep. So.
Didn't you want to go, Neil?
Oh, I'm going.
Do you have tickets?
No, but I'm going.
Maybe I can see if we can get in.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
rad.
Let
Would,
me look
I
around.
would like that a lot. I've never seen the Used live, and I've never seen Glassjaw live.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
playing
the-
at the Roseland.
28th.
Yeah, cool.
And I am huge fans of both.
It's a Mike Thrasher show / Double T presents.
Oh, Double T. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, isn't
I
that
got
that
it.
guy?
Yeah, one of the bands I
Well,
recorded.
then you
his
get
dad.
me in. You get me in.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
tired
work
of
on it.
asking people.
Yep, that's yeah, we could totally do that.
Sweet.
That's easy.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. It's just Glassjaw and the Used. Cool.
No other bands?
At least that's what it says on the bill here.
Right.
I love those kind of shows. God damn it.
The question is,
I'm
do
too
we-
old for the 7-band bill.
Yeah.
Shit is exhausting.
Yeah, it gets old after a while. Question is, do we want the upstairs bar or do we want on the floor? Where are we wanting to go for this show?
Oh, we can choose?
I would assume so.
I would say, I mean,
I think it's
probably
The upstairs, is such a
right?
good view. And the floor, we're going to have to deal with moshing kids.
Can you get Andrew in too?
Well, I can try.
That'd be cool. We should do that.
I would love to go to that.
Fuck yeah. Well, that's a good one, Andrew. That's a good one.
You listen to New Quicksand?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
So
I haven't
just-
heard the entire thing yet.
Has a Shiner vibe, huh?
Dude,
Isn't that
especially
crazy?
that one song.
I
when
fucking love it.
When
Yeah.
you posted that, it was like you had gone into my brain. You plucked out my thought. That's
yeah, he
really,
sounds
honestly, that was
exactly
really
like
weird.
Alan Epley, man. It's fucking cool.
It's been
Yeah.
22 years since they've put out a record.
Oh god, that makes me so old. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow,
It's fucking worth the wait, man. It's a cool album.
fuck yeah,
what is
dude.
it? Pitchfork.com?
One of the great
Is that what
bands.
it is?
Yeah, it's on Pitchfork.
Yeah,
It
go
got
check it out. Pitchfork.com.
6.4, which isn't great, but fuck them. But
Yeah,
I
fuck
like the
them.
album. Anyways, pretty cool.
Pretty cool. That's awesome.
All right, what else is there?
Can't wait. Whoa, what is that sexy guy?
Oops. Just a sexy dude.
Just a sexy guy. Dude, that video of that guy flipping over the car is so crazy.
So I guess TSA fucking failed a bunch of security tests, secret tests. they were
Oh yeah, I
going
remember
through.
hearing about this.
I don't know the details, but
Jesus.
Do they say
So-
which airports?
I'll read the first little paragraph here. The TSA was tested recently to see if its screeners, equipment, and security procedures were up to par, and the agency failed miserably with an estimated success rate of about 20%, a report says. Whoa.
that's not good.
So wait, we're waiting in line for fucking no reason,
Pretty much.
And now we're broadcasting this to the rest of the world.
right?
yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have an overhaul or something.
See,
they
what does
have
that mean? Like, what, people are sneaking in cookies they're not supposed to have? Or are we talking
Well-
about, like, guns and bombs and scary shit?
Well, it probably warded off a lot of people. Just the look of like it's tough security, which is great.
Perception.
Yeah, perception exactly.
Right.
But meanwhile, you could bring anything through, most likely.
As a source familiar with the test told ABC that the failure rate was, quote, in the ballpark of 80%. Okay. All right. They're bringing it to members of Congress to have some briefing. Oh, my God.
Does it say, what airports did they test though?
Yeah,
Because they're all people. I would assume some people are better than other people,
right?
but
I don't know, man. TSA is weird. Like every time I go, it's I don't know. You never know who it's like. Sometimes you get the fucking guy that's just super into his job and total prick, or it's like you just feel like you could sneak in a bomb and they would never know. I don't know. Like you said, Neil, it just depends. It's just people.
Yeah, I've never
Just people.
felt flying out of Portland. I've never felt that I could sneak a bomb onto a plane.
No, of course not. Me neither.
But then again, I never really think about it. So
Right? There's that.
because when I fly, I'd like to get to my destination. But
Yeah, and it's funny. It's like people.
I am glad they're testing it though.
Yeah, and people bitch and moan. Like after 9/11, people are so mad. Like, how can this happen? We need to be safer. And then as soon as we make it more stringent and the security checks to get on the plane, people start bitching that their freedoms are being taken away, and it takes forever to get to the plane. And it's not like it used to be. You know,
I've never once complained.
Me neither.
I've never once been inconvenienced
Me neither.
by the TSA. You do what you gotta do.
what
I
you
mean,
gotta do.
you're flying in the fucking air.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
it's like
It's a
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
miracle to begin with.
Would you like to walk instead?
Why push
There
it?
was. I remember I was flying.
Jesus.
I was flying out of Portland in North Carolina, and there was a couple ahead of me, and they were hippies. I'll just say it.
Yeah.
I don't mean to generalize, but they were very. They were very upset that their child had to be screened with a device that they said caused cancer.
Yeah.
And they were very upset because
My guess is you have to like.
the whole idea of TSA is to diminish the population with cancer. Like they were conspiracy theorists,
Chemtrails,
kind of.
bro. Chemtrails.
Exactly, and it's like, dude, no, they're trying to make sure you can get to your fucking destination without dying.
Yes,
Like,
that's right.
it's like just give it a break. And they spent more time arguing the fact than it would have
Yikes.
actually taken them to like just walk through this thing.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Well, that's terrifying.
James was saying we should do a day in the life. We should. I would be curious to follow Andrew around all day.
I'd be curious to follow anyone around all day.
Not everyone. I don't know.
No, I've always felt that way. Like I'm interested in the guy that bags groceries at Safeway. I want to know what he's
Really?
doing. Yeah, very interested.
Interesting.
Like I want to know where he comes from, his family background, his beliefs. Like I've always felt that way.
Back to the Stefan episode, I'd be curious to follow around the James that was having competitions with the carts or whatever. I'd
Yeah,
be,
as a 15-year-old.
yeah, I'd be curious.
Well, Andrew was there.
That's
Andrew
my
was
dad.
there. Yep.
What would it be like, Andrew, if we followed you around for an entire day? Would there be a lot of masturbating?
There'll be some masturbation for sure.
Especially at an audio show, just wait.
You're just playing drums between every set. He's
Long,
just like a quick
awkward
little yank.
silences and then gross moisture noises.
Guitar player's tune. Andrew masturbates between songs.
Well, what we were gonna do like a top 5 album thing.
Right.
Do you want to do that?
Let's do it. Fucking why not?
Let's do top 3. Me and Andrew are gonna be very, very similar. Is the only problem.
Okay. So let's
So we'll
make a
we'll
game
count-
of it.
Yeah,
Make a
well, we'll have to do different ones. If he picks one, then that's the rule. I can't pick it.
Well, let's make a game of
Or
it.
vice versa.
You pick his top 3 influential records.
Oh shit!
How about that?
That's pretty good.
That is really good.
What is the number 1 record that Andrew is influenced by?
Oh god, I don't know. Because I don't even know if he knows.
Yeah, I don't even know either. Just
Because I don't even know if I know. But we can. How are we gonna do this? How about?
Pick one. What do you think is one record that definitely influences Andrew?
Failure, Fantastic
yeah,
Planet.
for sure.
Okay, good. 1 for 1. You got two. You
Yeah,
got 2 more
we'll
chances.
do it that way. It doesn't have to be like this is the reason I play music or this saved my life.
No,
It just
no.
has to be one of the big ones.
I don't have any records like
Like
that.
if I was
anyway.
so far off, you'd be like, no, that's not right.
Yeah. So you're 1 for 1 right now.
Because I don't even know. I won't even come close to you. Neil.
Oh,
I don't
no,
even know
I know.
where to begin with yours.
Oh, I know. So it makes this fun.
Actually, Okay.
But you pride yourself on how much you know Andrew.
So who goes next then? Does Andrew
well,
go
you
next?
still got two. You got to pick
Oh,
two
so
more
I gotta
bands.
check more? Okay.
Yeah, you're 1 for 1 right now. You got to be 3 for 3. And if you don't get 3 for 3, you fucking lose.
I mean, it's got to be Nirvana. One of them. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
that's a
It
safe
has to be.
guess.
Yeah, but
Every person on the planet's influenced.
that's
by
not
that
entirely
record.
true. It's not entirely true.
All right,
Okay.
two for 2.
Okay, well, this is a good one. I could either say Tool Einema or Nine Inch Nails The Fragile. I'm going to go with Nine Inch Nails The Fragile.
I would have gone with Laterals.
Oh, shit!
All right, 2 for 3. Not
Close
bad.
enough,
Not bad.
It's a 66.66.
All right.
666% score.
So,
Now it's Andrew's turn to guess what your favorite.
all right, go ahead.
though. All
3
right.
influential records for James.
Yeah,
Around the Fur.
yeah,
Okay, and 1 for 1.
definitely.
You gotta get 3 out of 3, or James beats you.
I'll give you one tip. There is one band that we both haven't brought up that's pretty big for our group.
You're gonna
It's
help
an-
him win?
Okay,
You're gonna help him
I'll shut
win?
Fuck, man.
Do do do.
Not a
do,
big
do,
band.
do 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 do. I don't know how that song goes.
God, that's so fucking long
Drummer,
ago.
heavy influence, maybe.
Gherkin, right? Which Shiner one, though?
I don't know. I was just thinking Scheider. I guess. I mean, that's the funny thing is you say Jason Gherkin, but my favorite Shiner album would be Lula Davinia, and he didn't drum on it.
Gotcha.
So.
Hmm.
All right, do one more. Do one more. We'll just call that as a account.
Soundgarden?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Super Unknown, I assume is what you meant.
Yeah, yeah. Super unknown.
All right. Well, to make this fair now, I'm gonna let the both of you pick my.
Yeah,
Top
because there's
3.
no way. Well, since we talked about it earlier, I'm going to go ahead and go with The Used.
Yes, that is one. Good job.
I don't even know any of their records, so I don't know.
They were definitely an influence on me while I was younger. I'll give you a hint for number 2. It's a band we've talked about on a fairly recent podcast.
What?
I would document as one of my other influences from when I was younger.
We talked about on this podcast.
Yeah, a couple episodes ago.
You got anything, Andrew? I got nothing.
I have no idea.
I don't think we're friends, guys.
It
I'll give you another hint. It involved a death.
involved what?
A death. A suicide.
Someone in the band committed suicide?
Yes. We talked about it.
Lincoln Park?
Yep, there it is.
Oh, shit.
Yep, that was the second one. Now you have to guess the third one though. And
Right.
I've actually talked about
That's
it on
one
the
of your most
podcast.
influential bands?
When I was younger, yeah. So believe it or not, before I was into music like I am now, it was the first band that it finally occurred to me that the vocalist would talk about lyrics that resonated with me. Linkin Park was the first band that did that for me. What are you pointing at him for?
I just thought Andrew was finding this funny.
Oh, if it's funny, it's funny. But the third band I've also talked about on the podcast, but it had nothing to do with current events or anything. It was in passing. But it was another huge influence. I think I talked about learning the entire record front to back on guitar. Goes to show how much you fuckers pay attention.
I wonder if anyone listening knows.
Yeah,
God damn it. We're the worst friends ever.
I know. I don't think we're friends, actually. Hey, I was telling at the beginning of this podcast how I don't have a lot of friends. I just have close friends.
You learned the guitar parts, you said?
Yep, front to back. The entire record. Leads, rhythms,
You're so
effects.
fucking random, Neil. I don't know. I mean, it's not like you could literally say anything right now.
Yeah.
I submit. Who?
Story of the year.
Fuck, I don't
Page
know.
Avenue.
I don't know
Never
who
have
the fuck that is.
Yeah, let's start there.
It's a record
the
done by
fuck
John
is it?
Feldman. I don't know. They're just, for me, influential records means when I was
Story of the
younger.
God, I would have
Just what
never.
influenced me.
Story of the year.
I mean, by no means are these records that are like, in my opinion, up with like Tool and Nine Inch Nails and stuff.
Yeah.
But they just influenced me when I was younger.
Well, that's the whole point.
Yep.
That's what bands influences you.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's not necessarily like what band do you listen to now, or like
No, because
your
taste
favorite
change.
band.
Yeah. But another band that, for whatever reason, resonated with me when I was younger was Amberlin. If you've
See,
heard of them.
yeah, this is so not my scene.
I know.
I guess
it's
Amberlin.
not a lot of people seeing it, and a lot of people probably laugh at me.
Andrew, could you even name one Amberlin song?
I can't.
Do you even know who they are? Let's
I
start
don't know
there.
what that is. I don't know if that's a jewelry company or a fucking
Yes.
watch.
Or it's the bastard sister child of Berlin in Germany.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how I feel about a lot of those bands. It's like, especially with like the emo core thing or like post hard, all the names blend in. Like
Yeah.
we are for never. We are the nothing. There was, and you will know us by the what? We are tomorrow.
Is that a band name?
Tomorrow was forever. There's got to be a band.
Yeah.
There was a trend for a while where Siren was in the name of every goddamn band.
Yeah.
I don't know. They influenced me.
Yeah.
Well, fucking
There
Yeah,
you
you're-
go.
whatever.
What are you, like 6 years younger than us?
I'm
So-
28.
It's a whole different scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
6 years.
Yep.
That's why. All right. Well, that was fun. We
Yeah, we hardly know you.
hardly know you, Neil. Sorry. Jeez.
Am I
Really
male or
bad.
female?
Yikes.
God.
Oh, God. I would say we could do the same thing with movies, but you don't watch movies. You don't really absorb pop culture at all.
No.
There's just nothing to
know.
talk about
No.
with you.
No. Hey, man. I like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I
Yeah.
like anything by Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
I do.
Good man. What's your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Should we pull up a few for memory?
No, I like them all. Inglorious Bastards, definitely.
That you think that's your favorite?
It's up there.
It's up there
that
for me.
or
I'd say
I mean, it
Pulp
might actually.
Fiction's mine.
It's either Pulp Fiction's also a good one. Django Unchained.
Fuck yeah, that was good.
It's a tie between.
They're all good.
It's a tie
Reservoir
between
Dogs.
Inglorious Bastards and Django Unchained. for
Look at
me.
those movies.
Do you see The Hateful Eight?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I haven't
definitely.
seen that one.
Yeah.
That's the only
It's-
one I haven't seen.
It's probably the slower of all of them, I'd say.
It's all. It's mostly shot in one room.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
I just broke my
pretty
bracelet.
slow.
I just broke my bracelet.
What was that?
It was a bracelet.
Was it a rubber band?
Yeah, something.
That's funny.
It hit you.
How long have you been wearing that thing?
Fuck, I don't know. It looks haggard though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've seen some days.
Yeah.
I'd
lot of
say
masturbating.
Pulp Fiction's probably my favorite. That movie is just perfect. What do you think's your favorite Tarantino movie, Andrew? If you had to pick.
I enjoyed Inglourious Bastards a lot.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first Kill Bill a lot as well.
Oh shit! We're talking about Kill Bill.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
right.
forget about it.
I did. Yeah, those are amazing.
Yeah.
Django is fucking. I don't know. It's hard to.
I know. I know they're all good.
Yep.
They're all good.
I'm gonna go with Inglourious Bastards.
All right. Yeah. 94. By the way, 1994 is a magic year. Have you ever noticed that?
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, it's
All
like,
around.
dude, it's the golden year. It's crazy.
With just movies or like in general?
Movies, records,
Fucking monster albums.
monster records. Yeah, and
Let's
like,
see what came out in '94.
I was 5 years old in '94.
it's also the year that Kurt Cobain died.
Oh.
It was just like a pop culture year. Like so much shit happened.
What year did Space Jam come out? I remember that.
The film Space Jam is what you're asking.
Yes.
Space Jam came out in 96.
94?
Dookie.
Oh.
96?
96.
Well,
there
that's
you go.
way-
Downward Spiral.
Oh yeah, look at that.
The first Weezer.
Jesus. MTV Unplugged.
Live
Nirvana
Through
Unplugged.
This.
Downward Spiral. Weezer. What the fuck?
Ready to Die, Notorious B.I.G., Green Day, Dookie.
Crazy. The
Smash.
Crow soundtrack. Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies. Yeah, Offspring, Smash. That's crazy.
The Lion King soundtrack.
Pantera, Far Beyond Driven.
Pretty sure a lot of the Savage Garden records came out in the 90s.
Oh yeah,
I like those records.
Bush.
Bush.
16 Stone.
Marilyn Manson, Portrait of American Family. Is that how you say it? Yeah, Portrait of American Family. That was in '94.
Yeah, man.
Fuck. It's weird. I always think of Manson as later '90s, but I guess he really wasn't. That's crazy. What about movies, I wonder?
Doggy Style.
How did you do that? You just typed in 94 and then, like, albums or
Yeah, like albums that came out in 1994.
movies that came out in 1994?
Super unknown.
Dude, listen to this. The Lion King, Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption, The Crow, True Lies, Dumb and Dumber, Natural Born
Jesus.
Killers, Wes Craven's the Freddy Krueger one that he made, Toy Story, Braveheart, Seven, Bad Boys, Goldeneye, Apollo 13, Jumanji, 12 Monkeys.
Fucking monsters.
I'd be curious.
What the fuck?
Now type in movies that came out in 2017 2017.
You're gonna be sorely let down.
I know.
Movies
I was just realizing like
2017.
the caliber of movie that was coming
Right.
out in 1994.
Right. Well, so Wonder Woman,
I
Thor
haven't seen
Ragnarok
I haven't.
was kind of cool. Get Out, that was really good.
I mean, are these life-changing movies like 1994 though?
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption.
No, definitely not. Dunkirk, really good, but now Blade Runner, new fucking Spider-Man movie. It was pretty dope, but not like,
It was a remake.
yeah. War of the Planet of the Apes, Baby Driver, really great movie, but not like life-changing.
Hateful Eight came out this year, right?
No, I don't think so.
Or was it last year?
Hateful Eight. That was a while ago, right? Hateful Eight. A couple years ago, I want to say. 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just goes to show my concept of time.
That was a really long one, wasn't it?
I think so.
A couple, like 3 hours almost, I want to say.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. What's he up to these days?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was a big deal that he released another movie. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, he just like goes all in when he makes the movies. It's gonna take a while.
He's good enough. People let him do it.
Tarantino. Let's see. He was working on something. I remember hearing about it.
It might have been Hateful Eight.
Yeah, the last thing he did was Hateful Eight.
Yeah. I remember that because it was a huge deal. It was like,
Right?
well, when was the last movie before that?
So it says Untitled Quentin Tarantino movie, 1969 project is what it's being called in 2019.
Wow, interesting.
And the last one he did was Hateful Eight, and the one before that was Django Unchained in 2012.
Jesus.
And then before that was Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah,
Before that was Death Proof, which is also rad. Death Proof and Grindhouse.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Those were actually, I think, wasn't Grindhouse directed by someone else?
Robert Rodriguez
Yeah, there you go. Right.
of Desperado.
Yep.
Desperado.
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 Not yet.
Oh, God. Well, if people can't hear right now, we have the window open. It's pouring rain here in Portland.
Is it pouring or is it just heavy fog?
Yeah, I guess it's not really pouring. It's just constantly wet. That's the thing about this time of year that fucking really annoys me. It's just how wet everything
Yeah,
is.
it sucks.
It's constantly damp and wet and annoying.
I would rather take this than the type of wet living in Florida because
Like monsoon.
well, like no, when you walk outside, it's perfectly sunny out, but then you're drenched.
You mean humid?
Yeah, the
Right.
humidity. Yeah, because it's like, do you wear a fucking jacket? Do you not wear a jacket? And like when it's pouring rain in Florida or North Carolina even,
Right.
It's pouring rain, but it's too hot to wear a jacket. So what the fuck are you supposed to do? Like, that was my
Jesus
dilemma.
Christ.
At least here it's like, okay, it's raining. Therefore, it's going to be cold outside. Therefore,
Right.
I will wear a jacket. But in North Carolina or Florida, or like anything over there in the South, it's just like, it's like, okay, I guess I'll wear shorts and a t-shirt outside, and I'm just going to get fucking soaked.
Did they get a lot of thunder and lightning? In
Oh,
North
yeah.
Carolina?
Yeah.
I bet.
I liked
Crazy
that.
storms, right?
I liked that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like storms. And I do like the sunshine too, though. But I also like the rain.
Yeah.
But if it rains too much, it's like, fuck.
It's the dark that gets to me here. Like, it starts getting dark at, like, before 4 p.m. here.
This time of year, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, just move to
But
the
it's
Amazon.
Just move to the Amazon.
Start, move stateside to fucking Brazil or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll work.
You'll get fucking 24 hours a day of sunshine practically.
Um,
Or you could move to Alaska.
Or you can move to Alaska. Have you guys seen the trailer for the new Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
I
Looks
have
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, me and Ashley have tickets already.
Nice.
We're nerds.
When does that movie come out?
Sometime in December, right?
Yeah, December, something like mid-December, I want to say.
Where'd you get tickets for that already?
Fandango.
Oh, really? You can buy them that far in advance?
Yeah.
Jesus.
My wife bought them. Well, you kind of have to if you want to see them like the first couple days.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, my roommate, one of my roommates, is a huge Star Wars fan, and he's
Which
seen
one?
it, Jason,
Oh, okay.
and he says that it looks
That
fucking
one?
phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. Looks pretty cool. I wonder what they're gonna do with Leia.
Yeah,
Oh,
she-
yeah.
What's her name?
Did she film it or is it CG?
I don't know. Did they film like right before she died?
They could have.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet.
This is the trailer. Looks fucking rad.
Yeah, look at that. Like the scope.
Oh. Spaceship is bleeding.
Yeah. Did you watch the last one, Neil?
The last one that I don't know if it's the most recent. Again, I don't keep up.
You don't
but,
keep up.
The
Or-
last one I saw was the first new one. It's where it ended with Luke Skywalker on the fucking cliff or
Yeah.
whatever.
So that's the one.
Okay.
That's the last new one
Okay.
where Han Solo dies. He gets stabbed by
Yes.
his son,
Yes.
Well, there's Rogue One, but that's a different.
and then Rogue One, which is actually really good,
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
but it's off from
Different
the
time frame.
story. Yeah. A different-
Oh, that one came out after.
right.
Okay, so
That's
yes,
probably why you're
yes,
confused.
Yep. Okay, so I am actually caught up on this.
Yep. No, you're right. So this is the one after
Gotcha.
the one with Han Solo dies.
Gotcha.
That
Yeah, that was a
stays in the
cliffhanger.
storyline.
That was like, oh, this guy looks epic as fuck on this cliff. What's
Right?
gonna happen now?
The cool thing about this version of all the new Star Wars movies is that it's now. You know, it's like, because remember when we were younger in like the fucking Jar Jar Binks era, that was supposed to be in the past.
Right.
Those were
And this is all present day, so to speak.
yeah, it's like them later on in life.
Gotcha.
I don't know. For me, it's just cooler to follow it that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I am curious to see how they tie Princess Leia into all this.
I know. Like, is she even in it that much? Did they film before she died?
Well, how long ago did she die? She died like a couple years ago, right?
No, she died this year.
Like 6-8 months ago.
Yeah, not that
Really?
long ago. Yeah,
Jesus
yeah, totally.
Christ. Dude, my perception of time is just fucked.
I thought today was Monday.
Yeah, and
For the
like,
listeners, it's Wednesday.
yeah, and I thought the Hateful Eight came out this year, and then I thought, Jesus,
Right.
who am I? Where
Who
am
am
I?
I?
That should be a topic of one of the podcasts. Who is Neil?
Who is Neil?
Where is he?
Yeah, where did they film that cliff scene? Looks fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, the hand. I forgot about the hand.
Must be like Ireland or
Probably on Peter Jackson's island.
New Zealand or something.
Peter Jackson's private island.
Because he owns like New Zealand now or something.
Fuck, I bet. Yeah, Mark Hamill, the guy that plays Luke,
Right.
he's fucking cool.
Oh yeah, no, he's done a lot of voiceover
Yeah,
stuff.
he did like Batman for you.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
a Joker.
Right.
Yeah, and that game.
Yeah, that's right, the Joker.
Yeah,
Yep.
fucking kills it.
Wait, what game?
The Fuck, what the hell? Was the
Arkham
game?
was that?
Yeah.
He didn't do those, did he?
Yeah, he did Joker in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's him?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, those
see
games
him.
are
Oh, she is in it.
sweet. Yeah, she's in it. That's what
Oh.
I'm saying.
That looks pretty legit.
Right.
Doesn't look CG.
No, I think
Is it
it's
CG?
actually her.
It looks like her actually.
Yeah,
Right.
I was gonna say that looks like a person.
Unless they gotten really good at CG, which could easily have happened.
Really good.
Which could have happened.
Do you know that?
No, because that's CG and that looks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all.
it's all bright. And,
You know the little robot, the BB-8?
yeah,
You know that's all real?
that's
an
so cool.
actual robot
Really?
that rolls on two
How do they do that?
whatever wheels or you know what I'm saying?
Two wheels.
Some sort
Two
of.
wheels. You know,
Wait, are we talking about the
two
same one?
balls? Whatever the fuck I'm saying.
Oh yeah, so the one that the whole base of the robot.
Yeah,
is
that doesn't
rolling?
sound impressive at all. Two wheels. He rolls
No,
on two.
that's why I was confused. I was
like a motorcycle, James.
yeah,
That's hilarious.
interesting.
No, it's like two globes. I guess that's what. I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that thing. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
How do they even do that? How does the thing on top? How does the head stay on?
I don't know. Look it up, man. It's real.
You
They
can buy
actually
them.
drove them.
You can buy them for
Crazy.
$129 apparently.
Yeah, I'm sure there's tons of like making of.
Making BB-8.
Yeah, see, there's a guy driving them.
Holy shit!
What in the fuck?
Isn't that fucking rad? Dude, what I wouldn't give to just be on the set for one day. All the actors have to sign like the craziest non-disclosure.
Well, yeah,
Like you can't say a fucking thing about.
it's fucking Star Wars.
Right.
I mean,
Look
They-
at that shit.
what did they change? Like, what was the second movie or third movie? The Blue Harvest. You remember that?
Oh,
they
there's that Family Guy. Or?
well, the Family Guy made a parody off of it, but
Oh.
the movie was so popular that when they rented the studio space, they had to change the name of the film so they wouldn't get raped. That's where the Blue Harvest thing comes from. Is because they like when they were recording one of the Star Wars movies, they told the studio that they were making a movie called Blue Harvest.
Whoa.
So that way they wouldn't have to be charged an arm and a leg to rent the studio space.
Really?
Yep, and that's why the Family Guy parody is called Blue Harvest.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Have you guys heard the Seth MacFarlane record that he put out?
No.
He just put out an album.
Is it like a serious album? Or is
Yeah,
it
no,
a-
it's
oh.
like him. It's like
Yeah, he's a real
Yeah.
singer.
like Sinatra. Fucking.
Yeah, I know he's
loungy.
talented. Yeah, but
I just thought that was funny.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
I don't know why he didn't hit me up to record it. But
I don't know why. You should have. You would have gotten a killer deal. Yeah, there's what else is coming out this Christmas, Andrew? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I heard that Santa's coming to town. Those are rumors.
Well,
but,
I've heard about this list. I
Of
think
list?
he checks it twice. You have to be naughty
sounds thorough.
or nice. I'm not really sure.
Oh, weird. Oh wait, is it the same guy that watches you while you sleep like a fucking creep?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Movies coming.
He sounds
Ouch.
anal as fuck. He sounds like a
Chris.
control freak.
What about anal? What about anal? What about anal? What about anal? December 2017 movies. Holiday 2000. Here we go. Ugh.
Dick box office
I
movie?
know there's a lot. Well, starting November, A Bad Mom's Christmas, guys.
That sounds
That
awful.
looks really great.
A bad mom's Christmas.
That's where it stops.
I could just walk down the road and see a bad mom's Christmas.
Pokemon the movie, November 6th.
Oh, it's still a thing, huh?
Jumanji.
Ooh, there's a Conor McGregor. Ooh,
Jumanji?
Jumanji. That's right.
Jumanji's back with The Rock.
Oh God, it looks
No!
pretty dumb. You seen the trailer?
No, I haven't seen it.
It looks pretty dumb.
So are they remaking it, or is it like a sequel?
No, they redid it. Like
God,
it's
what
a
is-
reima. So it's a video game this time.
Really?
The kids are
God.
like in their living room. They're fucking pestering each other, and they're playing a video game
On
called
their
Jumanji.
smartphone.
Right,
probably.
something. Yeah, and then they
Jesus
get
Christ.
sucked into the game.
That sounds awful.
And
I'm
it's
not
like
gonna
The
lie.
Rock is supposed to be like a teenage girl, but she
Wait,
comes
what?
back as like a big buff dude. That's fucking silly.
How about Hollywood starts
something
making
like
more
that.
original movies again?
And like maybe Jack Black is the girl or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
She's like, oh my God, I'm a middle-aged man. Wah, wah.
How long how long has Hollywood been milking this fucking pre-made bullshit?
Oh, dude, right there, Andrew. Have you seen that yet?
I want to.
The
Room
the
thing?
room.
I've heard
movie?
about it.
Yeah. What's it called though?
What is it
I
called?
fucking forgot.
Great Event or something like that, or
Disaster piece.
Disaster
Artist.
Disaster Artist. There it is. Yeah. Great Event. What the fuck am I talking about? Yeah, Disaster Artist.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this.
No.
Wait, so I know The Room. I've seen that.
So it's a movie about
I'll just play the trailer.
the guy that made The Room.
Oh.
Like the true story. Yeah, turn up that volume, son.
A fictitious documentary, so to speak.
Exactly.
What line? What is line? I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Looks pretty funny.
Oh, it's with him.
What is the line? Take 13. Action. I did not hit her. Okay. Line. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. 57. Action. I hit her. No. Action. 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 Say out loud. I can't hear it in here. Say action so I can hear her. Okay. Action. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Hi, Mark.
We'll take it.
I gotta see that.
Yep. God,
Yeah,
that's
it looks
good.
pretty good. What? That's so crazy. The real guy, like, what the fuck was his story?
Such a weirdo.
What country is he from? He's from
Romania or some shit. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Fuck, I don't know. Stefan's obsessed with that shit, isn't he?
No, he's the one who introduced me to it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
There was a while there where, like, you'd go over to Stefan's studio and it was just on a loop. You know, I've never actually watched the entire movie.
You're lucky.
You're lucky.
There's another movie that
Oh.
not a lot of people have heard of. That is, it's like The Room, but it was made in the '60s. It was something called Manos: The Hands of Fate, and it was so bad.
Oh, dude, there's a
So
ton.
bad.
Yeah, there's a movie called Blood Sucking Freaks. Have you ever seen that? I think.
Yeah, there's like a
Didn't I-
wooden foot with like blood on it and shit.
Yeah, there's like little midgets. At one
that
point,
was
like
a weird one.
a midget head gets fucked by a guy.
What?
He like severs a head and he's like fucking the mouth of a midget head. Like it's the craziest shit, man. There's an Instagram account. I think it's called VCR of Death or something like that.
Oh god.
It's so fucking good. And this guy will just post like random like B horror movies or just shit fucking movies
Oh,
off of like, you know, VHS quality. It's so good. That's one of my favorite Instagram accounts. Did you play Red Dead Redemption?
Not really. I own it, but I haven't played it.
Oh, okay, I wasn't
I've
sure.
played
I think there's a new
bunch.
one coming out, right?
Yeah, there's a new one coming
God
out.
damn. I need to
Yeah,
catch up.
I'm fucking stoked for it.
Looks good. Looks really good.
Yeah. Dudes, I'm glad we put something out. We did a show. I think this is good. People can enjoy it as much as they possibly can. I hope people can hear the beginning.
I'm
I
sure
think
they'll
it'll
be able
work.
to hear it. I think.
Yeah. See, it looks pretty sweet, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it looks gorgeous.
Oh, whoa, that's the game.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
game.
shit.
Yeah, it's fucking
Dude, it's so much fun. Did you play the first one?
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
what you said? Okay, yeah.
Played it like 4 or 5. I beat it like
It's like one of my favorites.
yeah.
You just wander around. Hey, doesn't that look incredible?
Being a cowboy.
Being a cowboy. For the audience, we're watching the trailer for the new Red Dead Redemption game.
When does it come out?
Soon. Like,
Spring 2018.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Super soon.
Soon-ish.
Hint, hint. My birthday is in spring. I also need an Xbox.
I have a PS4 and I don't ever turn it on. Like, it just sits there collecting dust.
Yeah.
I don't do shit with it.
That's the problem with me in games. If I end up getting into a game, especially if it's like Red Dead, I'll binge for like a
Me
week.
too. I know.
I
And
won't
I can't
shower,
justify that
I won't-
shit.
Yeah, I won't eat. I'll just sit there and play
Got a
games
fucking
all day.
company to run. I got
Yep.
shit to do. Yeah, and it's like every time that's when it ends up happening.
Yep.
Hours go by and just. And the fucked up thing is like, you're actually doing nothing.
Yep.
Nothing in your life is advancing, but you feel like you've done a bunch because you're
Yeah.
going far in this game.
Yep.
It is a weird thing.
Yep.
But as long as you can be like disciplined about it, it's cool. I mean, there's no difference in doing that or watching a movie, I guess. Right?
Yeah. The only problem is with the movie ends
It
after
ends.
a couple hours.
That's right.
The video game
Ugh.
it never fucking ends.
Are you playing video games, Andrew, these
No.
days? No.
It only keeps my attention if I have like a 2-player game that's really fun.
Right.
But like solo games and stuff, I just think of better shit to do.
Yeah.
Like
It's
masturbate.
probably a better way to be honest.
So jerk off.
Do you remember the Smash Brother days?
Fuck.
That was so much fun. Or GoldenEye.
64 had it right.
GoldenEye.
4 controllers.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you not do 4 controllers?
Well, I mean, I think you can, but
I guess you can.
It's
It's
all
just
like
different.
linked up online and stuff now these days.
Yeah.
A
It
little,
was just so interactive. Like,
yeah, you're all in the same room.
dude, Neil, we would just sit around for hours and play GoldenEye. I'm sure you guys did too.
Oh yeah, no, that was
Just
a huge thing.
shit talking fests.
What was that fucking
And Dylan
game?
was so fucking good.
Every fucking game. I hate
God
it.
damn it.
He ruined
I'm
games
mad
for me.
now. I'm 34 and I'm getting mad.
What was the game on the PlayStation where you were like a vehicle and you had to destroy other vehicles? Fuck, heavy metal. Was
Yeah,
that
that's
metal.
what, so
Twisted
Yeah,
Metal.
Twisted
Is
Metal.
that what- yeah, I used to play that like fucking crazy.
Yeah, that shit was fun.
Yep.
Yeah, those kind of games are so addicting.
Yep.
All right, let's wrap this
Yeah.
bitch up. Let's let the people go about their days. Yeah.
Well said. Well said.
Well said. Well, thank you for checking in and checking it out. We do appreciate it. We'll be back next week with Logan Lynn.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I know. God damn it. Keep having a couple canceling problems, but it happens. We
Yep.
roll on anyway and we do the show. We're stoked to have Logan on. Yeah, he's got a bunch of cool shit going on. New record coming out. A bunch of activism stuff he's working on with mental health. And can't wait to have him on and discuss all that stuff. He's a beast.
I'm very curious to talk to him.
Yeah, I think you're going to really enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
He's such
Especially
a
with all the
sweetheart.
stress and mental strain I've
Yeah.
been going through.
I told you that Ryan reimagined one of his songs off his new record.
Yep.
Yeah. That just actually happened today. Officially sent it over to him.
Ooh.
So that's going on. Yeah. Anything else, dudes? Anything you want to plug?
I
going on?
I gotta masturbate. No, I'm joking.
Neil's got to jack off.
I'm joking.
Andrew's
Circle
got
jerk.
to have a circle jerk.
No, I've been in limbo with this fucking broken speaker bullshit. So hopefully next week I'll have a bunch of records I can talk about.
Yeah, go get that figured out tonight.
I know. That's what I'm doing after the podcast.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We will catch you next week. You can find Neil on Instagram at...
Neilio Engel, NEILIOENGLE.
You can find Andrew at...
Don't mind if I drew.
And you can find me at James Ian Macmillan or Stateside MGMT. And we will see you next week with Logan Lynn. Thanks for checking it out. Bye, bye, bye.
He's lying.
You got my dick. I wanna take it to my dick. Maybe we can my dick. Maybe together we can my dick. And if my dick is better. Started from might I got nothing to lose. Maybe my dick. But me myself, I got my dick to prove. You got a fast dick. I got my dick to get us out of here. Been working at a my dick store. Managed to save just a little bit of my dick. Won't have to my dick too far. Just cross my dick and into my dick. You and my dick can both get jobs. Finally my dick, what it means to be my dick. You say my dick's got a problem. My dick lives with a bottle, that's the way it is. He says his dick's too old for my dick. I said my dick's too young for my dick. My mama went off and left me. my dick. She wanted more than my dick could give. Said somebody's gotta take care of my dick. So I quit school, that's what I did.